Hi, everybody.
Good evening, Aley.
It's every other Friday night, so it must be Jeff. It's nice to be here with you again, Jeff. Always is.
It's good to be with you too, and it's funny you mentioned every other because every other kind of implies, like secondhand or.
Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. No,
I like it. I like it. I think it's cute.
We have a date every other Friday night. You and I have a date. And that's okay. And actually, last time we were on together, Keith never watches or has never watched any of my shows. Usually, lately he's been picking up and watching some, and I don't know when he does it. So he says to me, "Watch that show with you and Jeff, and he's such a good reader." I said, "Yeah, I know he is." That's why I spend time with him.
I have. I just, I don't know. I some people really, 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 we all take to different things, and we all have this gift in us.
Yeah.
The way it manifests is different for different people. Just definitely. I happen to find these the most fruitful.
Understand. You have a really good way of approaching. Yes, Nat, you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So while Lilac, we'll talk about it because you and Nat are both saying, "Oh, yeah." So I'm going to let Jeff tell you about it because it's just really for all these are for fun.
So they had five different things going on with this. The first of which was that I know Aley's a Libra, and when I think of the scales of justice, I think Libra, and somehow I think of the Statue of Liberty too, and how she carries that mantle. By virtue of holding that light or whatever. And then behind her, I didn't envision Ellis Island, but that just kind of came into the picture. But the Palantir building where, all the surveillance is happening on top of us with my crying as if I were her son. Otherwise, it would have been blank space. There's a lot of really bad news right now, so I really kind of want to poke fun at the fact that a lot of you think I overreact or you think I'm being hyperbolic about stuff, but and I might be, but I want to poke fun at the idea that everything is as bad as it is, because as Aley said, it really isn't that bad. I mean, look at how good Aley does every day, doing these shows, uplifting spirits and doing all these things. But our approaches are different. I like to be a little bit, I wouldn't say darker, but a little bit more ridiculous, and at the same time,
it's fun. You're actually a lot of fun. It's fun.
Yeah. The other part of this too is that with that YouTube building, I kind of felt like Aley holds the light for YouTube with 90,000 subscribers now. Hi, Denise. So yeah, so. I have a lot of different reasons for why I did it. And I wanted also, the last thing I want to say about it is I wanted another alliterative and or reference to Aley. And I was like, shit, I've done Aley in Wonderland or Aley this or Aley that. I'm Aley Cat or Aley Cat now. So then I'm like, allegiance to Aley. And then I'm like, praise be to Allah, praise be to Aley. With all the stuff we're doing in the Middle East.
I have to wonder if so today I get this thing. I have TSA myself that I've had for 10 years, and it's up for renewal. And they give me these 3 options to go to get it renewed online. It won't let me renew it.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking, that's real. I don't know if it's like the site is too busy, which that would be good. But I don't really know, Jeff, and I'm going to try later. I don't have to do it till November, so it's not a big deal. They might say, well, we see you hanging out with that Jeff guy.
Yeah, like in the surveillance state, I'm sure we're being watched. So, hi,
Yeah. What are you going to do?
That's why I put the Palantir building there, so... But the YouTube building is just as tall, just as striking over Ellis Island. So
that's right. Thank you. That's awesome. Hi, Denise. we're having a members meeting tomorrow at noon. So if you want to come in, look at my community page and I have the link. It's great to see everybody.
Kendra goes, I'm not too sour.
Yeah, saying sweet and sour.
Operative word too.
You don't have to worry. You're not insulting us, Kendra. It's A-okay.
I like that you said not too, because I like to be a little sour.
Yeah, the bitter with the sweet. The bitter with the sweet. There we go. All right. So thank you. It's wonderful to be here. We have a few folks here tonight, and I'm usually we get people coming in. So I have one request. I think it was from Jan. So I've got that for your cards. Hi, Wisconsin Lighthouse Keeper. It's good to see you as well. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, so it's good to see you. But I haven't been on that much, so my apologies. For those of you who don't know, I had the infusion therapy with the antibiotic in my arm, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating this for some of you who already do know, but I've been feeling much better. So that was getting someone to listen to me and actually allow me to try it was a daunting task, but it worked. So hi, Fatima. Good to see you.
Hi, Fatima.
Yeah.
Hi, Melby.
Hi, Melby. Yeah. So go ahead and put your questions in. Jeff was just explaining about the wonderful thumbnail that was up, and it will be that people will be saying, "Oh, we have a boring one today." If you don't know one, so you might have to do something with poetry next time or something. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kendra. My hair is at that in between length, so I just shove it back this way. It looks all right. So, yeah. So what's been going on elsewise? How are the dogs doing? All right.
Trooper lost some weight. I didn't tell you about that. He went from he lost 2 pounds. He went up to 40. He went from 38 to 49 in the year we were here. Then he went down to like 47 something. So he lost a couple pounds of weight, but I was told he was too fat. So we have to do something about that. But they also told me that breed inherently can be like that, the way he's round. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what we did one time? You're going to laugh because this is crazy. One time, our dog Bella it was a really hot summer, and Keith, he cut her fur. He buzzed her, and she looked like a lion. And it was very funny. And she was very cool most of the summer, but she wasn't as fat as I thought she was, because that fur also makes them look so fat.
Oh God, yeah. The grooming we had last week, and he's so funny during the grooming. He humps Lori's leg now. She gives him treats. The first time he did it about a month ago, she goes, "Oh, you're too funny." She's like, does he do this a lot? I go, yeah, he's humping Brody more now. And I think it's a domination thing, because when I'm in the room, it seems to happen when I'm paying attention to him. And he's like, get the fuck out. And he's like, I'm just like, and then Brody will move. I posted some of this.
Has he been neutered?
He's been neutered, and they confirmed it at the vet that he was neutered in Maine.
Okay.
But when Mary got here, I guess they have a surgery now that does it to where they leave one nut, or they can still leave a nut there.
Oh,
so
sometimes you feel
Mary's
like a nut.
Hey, why does he have one nut? I go, I don't know. She goes, well, are you sure he's neutered?
Yeah.
And she's, she may be on the spectrum a little bit. I mean, she told me she's OCD and whatever, but she picks up on details that I don't see. So. When we got him, we were just figuring, he's neutered.
Yeah.
And Bob was like, he is neutered, Jeff. I'm like, well, she says he's not. Now she's living with us.
My little grand dog, which is a mini schnauzer and is about a year old, when my son brought him home, he would hump this one toy all the time. And then when he got neutered, he still humped the toy all the time. So it doesn't really matter. He still does it. It's crazy. I know.
Bob named him Humpty.
Humpty Dumpty.
He's like, we're moving him from Trooper to Humpty Bailey. It's
There
like,
you go.
oh, okay.
There you go.
Humpty, how are you? He throws him the stink eye. Like, what are you talking about? That's not my name.
That's funny. They're so smart, honestly. Hi, Shining Love, Light, Truth. It's great to see you. Oh, if you don't ever get a chance, Jeff does put up some shorts of these two dogs, mostly Trooper. Trooper's got that personality. Brody is he's a good guy. He's a good guy, but
He
definitely
is.
Trooper is the boss. Yeah.
And Brody copies Trooper now, whereas before with Braden,
yeah,
he tried to copy Braden, but Braden wasn't really into it.
No, you guys are funny. All right, so let's see. I've got your question. Denise,
thank you, Kendra.
Our animals are such a part of us. Miss Matilda so much, but I don't think I'm ready to get another dog yet. That's okay. Whatever you want to do, Denise, makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the shorts are good, aren't they, Kendra? Yeah. All right. So I got you, Jan, and then I got Lilac. If anybody else wants to put up that's fine. We could talk about dogs humping all night long.
We could go all night. That's
right. All right. Let's see some cards. You don't have any particular question, I'm guessing. You just want a general reading. All right.
So, Jan, I'm going to go first because I got something and I don't know if it's valid or not, but I feel like something that you're mirroring right now has something to do with your mother. They showed me a bowl of water, and I don't know why they showed this to me, but they showed me a reflection in that water, and they showed me a soul, and a soul dancing off of the water kind of freely, but still kind of inhibited by something. Like there's something that was either given to you that was lost, or that when she left, a part of you lost. Because I got the Queen of Coins, which to me represents, in this case, her, based on the poetry prayer that I heard. The Tower reverse, so this chronic feeling of an unresolved either inheritance or something that was designed for you, but you haven't quite either, they're telling me, felt into it, whatever that means. And then I got the Four of Coins. So there's something that is meant for you, but it's meant to be used in a way that I think your mother wasn't able to use it. And then this came in, the Five of Swords on top. So I've got this sensation that right now, especially with the victor go, so the victor go the spoils, but more than anything, they're trying to tell me that there's something here that's unresolved. Whether she's on this plane or not, it doesn't matter. There's something here that she can't tell you or has not been able to reveal. And I heard things about beauty pageants too. I don't know if you've ever been involved in the cosmetology set of things, but I got that too. Knight of Coins. I'm kind of feeling like where energy was put and where money was put was a divider between things versus actual goals that could have been reached. I feel like it got in the way of things based on what you wanted to do versus what she wanted you to do. And then what they're telling me is this time is about you, because I got the Fool. I got someone trying to take something from you again. They're telling me don't let them do that. Two of Wands reversed. Everything hinges on a plan, but sometimes I'm hearing the best laid plans of mice and men. And Death reversed. So there's this sense of renewal, but in renewal means, from what I saw in the first vision, it means looking past the reflection and looking into you. I don't know what that means, but that's what I got.
So she's got that feedback. Do you feel like that makes sense with the reading you gave?
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. She left you a large inheritance,
Yeah.
and you squandered it. You were depressed and not ready for that.
Yeah. This is what all this means. It went away very quickly. It came in as quickly as it went, because this does mean, it can mean mercenary energy or a stop, but this was bequeathed to you in the past. Okay.
Yeah.
So it does kind of make sense, but I'm not going to take away from Aley, but it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Sense.
It makes sense. It does.
She wants you to see past the money. She wants you to see past that and not feel bad about having done it. Jan.
It's all part of it. Yeah. Once they're on the other side, they release that anyway. They're not interested in it. It's nothing to them. So it was something maybe that you had to work through, very possibly. And
she has a lot of very strong energy for you. She came in pretty crisp.
Okay. That's wonderful. I have transfiguration, which is taking something and changing it. Maybe she wants you to stop believing that you did something wrong. That's very possible. And that will help you raise your vibration surrounding it as well. So I love this card, because all of us are trying to reach that pinnacle of vibration that we need to be at as we go through what we're going through these days. So she wants you to take it easy on yourself. Very important for her. I have the Knight of Earth here. And in this message, it says organized, responsible, and supportive. So I believe that you need to believe that about yourself, and your mother is also bringing that to you. Because look at this. It's the Knight of Coins. That's right. Yeah, so it's about the money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. She says, even though we have a separation, because the scissors have cut the tie technically, physically, bodily, but not spiritually. And when Jeff was saying something about being in the cosmetology business,
that's funny.
I was looking at the scissors here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Wow.
I got the sense there was a focus on that somehow, but I also was hearing looking past a reflection. And it was almost like this sort of witchy energy, but I didn't want to come out and say that. I'm like, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so she called you plain. Okay, there's the cosmetology reference.
Yeah.
It's that, and my mother would, whenever I have straight hair, whenever I wouldn't do something with it and I touched it, she'd have a fit. Leave your hair alone, leave your hair alone. And so there are things our mothers do that they don't realize they're doing that can traumatize us. Yeah. And it lasts. It lasts.
Yeah, it does last.
Yeah. No. Anyway, well, let it go, Jan. Let it go and know that, I think she's feeling badly about saying things like that to you. So
I think that's what she's trying to tell me. Yeah.
I think so too. I do. Yep. Thank you so much. All right. So Aley, can you give me anything about my deceased father, Chuck, when I was growing up? What was he feeling? Where did the anger come from? Did he have a mental illness? We did not speak. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. Must be the day for relationships, honestly. This one.
What happened with his mother? I'm wondering if anything happened to his mother. But the short answer to your question is kind of like yes to most of that. But what I want to point out first with this is that he had trouble with anger as far as battles were concerned. He was very forceful, but he didn't know when to stop. There was I think, but more than anything, he was very driven and very goal oriented. The problem was there was an affliction there, because with the Ace of Coins reversed to me, that tells me going for the gold and going for what it is that you want or that you need to provide for your family. But there was just not enough either maternal energy from his mother. And they showed me a lot of bricks. And they showed me the beach with sand and trying to etch something in the sand and taking that time away that he wanted to take, but he couldn't. This came in. He wanted to be more for you than he was able to be. But I'm getting the sense that when you asked, can you give me anything about I feel like when he died, he was already sort of, I hate saying this, dead inside in some ways, that he couldn't communicate things. He couldn't, the Two of Coins, money might have been an issue, but I also think that from what he had to overcome, he couldn't see the forest for the trees, and he had to pick battles, but he didn't pick the right ones. He may have been in situations where he got in trouble with the law. I don't know. The other thing that I picked up on, if there were, this can be someone that might have an idea. He was the type of person that attracted truth. People were hard on him as far as things they would tell him. I kind of feel like there might have been, truth was a weapon used against him. Yeah. A manipulative father and or somebody on the outside. And really, really broken down. I feel like from the brick in it, and they're showing me brick in his hands too. He got really broken down from all the work. And he wasn't the type of person that really, when he passed, what they're telling me is he's still saying things like, go with the flow, let the wind blow. He was just the type of person that he had these ups and downs, these sorts of almost manic episodes that he was trying to hide from you. And he kind of just felt like it was just, things were destined to be the way they were, and he couldn't get out of it. That's what I got.
Wow. That's fascinating, because what I got was, once they get to the other side, people that when there's no understanding of what is going to happen, a lot of them get really like surprised, and everything comes to them very quickly. They recognize what they've done wrong. They recognize what they should have done, could have done, would have done. And they feel very differently about what happened on the earth. And they actually sometimes feel really awful about it. And it has to do with transmutation, because once you're over there, it's like you see things much more clearly, like somebody gave you glasses and you can tell, that things have changed. So he wants to say that lifetime was about live and learn. I was not a very nice guy. And now you're telling me he was in law enforcement. And that's a difficult line of work for anybody. I've known a lot of policemen in my life, and they have a lot of problems. They really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. And no offense to them. It's just that if you had that kind of a job, the things you see and the things that you have to do, I don't know. It's like you have to disassociate to do them. I'm seeing here now he's saying he's more balanced and has more self-control that he didn't have then.
Yeah.
And the fact that
Yeah.
you weren't able to talk to him, he said he feels really bad about it because what I'm getting is he knows you needed the security and he didn't provide it. You know, like you would pick up an animal and love it. It's like you're always telling it to go away. They're not feeling secure. You weren't. But he says, darling, I love you with all my heart. So I sense that he feels really bad. But he also says, we make these contracts before we come down. And in making those contracts, we do things that actually aren't always good for other people. And that was exactly what it was. The added, he had a bipolar. Okay. Yeah. It may be that he had that issue or an issue with his mental health that made it even harder. So, you know, we didn't have those experts that could tell us. We didn't have the medication that could help us work these things out. But yeah, but his attitude, he says now, is that he feels really bad, but at the same time,
he feels disappointed in himself. It was kind of a downer because it was more about him letting you down. I think even with what you said in the question,
yeah,
Wild
yeah.
Lilac, I don't even think you're as upset about it as he is. But
Yeah.
I felt his energy was kind of disappointed in himself, like almost
Yeah.
shameful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're in the all-knowing state up there, and he also knows, because they say that when we're up there and we go through this, we feel what other people have felt about what we've said or done, and he got all that back. Like he really realized at that point that was something that wasn't very good. But what can you do? Live and learn. It wasn't like, oh, well, live and learn. It was like, oh boy, I lived and I learned. So hopefully he'll come back and be a better incarnation to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny, Kendra, I think you're right. The first question comes out like a mother thing. There are people who have the father thing, or just any kind of relationship with people that need that. And yes, we can get that message from somebody else's question. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. So Miss Denise wonders if she's going to get a writing agent this summer. Wow. I'm excited about hearing about this. I have to make a weird comment to you, to just a weird comment in general. I teach English literary theory at a college. And I have a lot of English majors, of course, they have to take it, but I have a lot of creative writing majors. And the creative writing majors are all writing something wonderfully, you know, but they don't want to do anything academically. They just want to be creative writers. But the amount of creative writers that are out there, for the amount of readers that will read it,
it doesn't matter.
Disproportionate. Yeah.
It's disproportionate. Yeah.
It is. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It just means that I don't understand why people don't value reading that much. And the ones that do value, and some of these people.
Well, it's like now, you know, like I can take my poems and I can turn them into songs.
You can.
I've been doing that, in which you've seen on my Substack and whatever. And it's like, I can kind of see why there aren't as many readers, because we can entertain ourselves with our own. I mean, we might just be a meme, you know what I mean? We might just be a meme on our own page, but we're doing it, you know, and in some ways, you know, it kind of minimizes what Denise is trying to do, because she's old school, trying to do it the right way and be.
And I love it. I love it. And it's a memoir. There's always room for that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it to discourage anybody. What I'm saying it is, as a person who loves to read and loves books, it makes me sad that there aren't enough people.
It makes me sad too.
Yeah. But yeah.
But I mean, it was always kind of that way, because like what, 1 in every 1,000 gets published or something? How does it work? when there was no
Something like
indie
that.
press or no vanity press or
Yeah.
So
I remember somebody saying that, and I think this also, if you're doing it as a full-time job, which you're not, and neither is Jeff. I mean, he'd love to sell his books, but that's not what he's just doing it on. It becomes more of an enjoyable thing. And it's part of your soul, and your soul goal is just to tell your story, whether ever that's the attitude I love.
Yeah,
that's the attitude, because you're not attached to the outcome. Oh, I can make a lot of money doing this, that kind of thing. So I'm proud of you. Yeah, I am. All right. So the first card I got was Higher Love, and I'm hearing that song, bring me a higher love. But the fact that you love yourself enough to want to share your story is what they're saying. That's a very, very important component of it. And I love that matters to you. I do get that you're going to get instant feedback. Now, I can't tell you whether it's good or not, but I think it's interesting that there's a bee's nest. So you may be, Keith has 3 boot boxes full of rejection letters for the book he wrote, but he kept sending it and sending it and sending it, and he eventually got it published. So just don't let people sting you with any of their answers. I get the 6 of air, which is relief and moving on. And so I think, yes, that eventually this is going to come to pass. And then it says you're going to cultivate something very important. And at the very least, I think this is going to help the community, Denise. You can bring it to the community, and you'll get some feedback here, hopefully. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi, Tools of Fortune. Wait a minute, Jeff. You're I can't hear you. No. Is this what happened the other day? See if you can go out and come back. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Denise. Tom, I think it's great that you're rolling it with your art and stuff. I never, ever want to discourage anybody from doing whatever it is that they want to do. I just, when I see it, and I see it in my students, some of my students, and they're the creative writing majors, and they're telling me what they want to do with the creative writing major, that they want to be a published author that is going to make a lot of money, and I don't know what to tell them, so I don't tell them anything. But yeah. And yeah, AI products, you're right, Tools of Fortune. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, give Jeff a few minutes. He was having trouble before. You're not looking for fame or fortune. I know. That's awesome. And I think that it will be very healing, not only for others to read it, but be very healing for you to do it. Not that you are stuck in some kind of a quandary or anything, but it's looking back on something with fresh eyes. And I love that you want to do it. So yeah, that's great. Your father discouraged, yeah, Tom, Tools of Fortune. You're not alone. So yeah. All right. Let's see if Jeff can be heard now. All right.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay. I don't know what that was about then. That was very strange.
It was very strange.
So, Denise, there is this is more about the journey than it is about what's going to happen, but they're telling me something about how you're formatting this book that is a way that you hadn't envisioned doing it. They're telling me that your more creative side flourishes in the way this story is told than it might have been otherwise. You're bucking some sort of trend. I'll tell you why. I got the Hermit reversed. This can often be about embarrassment. There's some real confessionals in here. And I feel like you've laid everything on the line with this. What I am going to warn you about is the same thing Aley told you about, to whom you give it, trying to contract with people or sign things. Please be wary of that. There are a lot of people out there that when you're marketing a book, even if you hitch up probably with a real book, not Vanity Press or do it independently, they will try to get money from you. And I feel like that might already be happening in some of the investigations that you've been looking at with presses. The other thing I'm getting with this too is the tower reversed. You may have tried something like this before and dropped the ball or got really fed up with it. Other thing that came in is this here. This is more about, they're not telling me this is about money. They're telling me this is about the reserves. There's a lot of mental anguish that's being depicted in this, but it's a catharsis in a way. It's a baby. It's been brewing for years. The 10 of coins reversed. I think you're afraid of maybe hurting someone in your family. It's Mercury in Virgo. I feel like you might have gone through a scenario where you might have tried to edit stuff to make it more palatable for somebody in your family, but you can't do that. As far as getting this done, I got the 5 of Cups, which is telling me right now you're ready to almost throw in the towel. You're kind of frustrated on this. It's Moon in Scorpio, I believe. I don't want you to do that because you're far too stubborn for that. What you're attracting right now is this energy of not giving up. But with the 3 of coins reversed again, this is telling me, it's funny, you got the 3 of Cups and the 3 of, okay, so yeah, this book is anything but a salivation. It was painful to write with the 3 of Cups, but I read the 3 of coins where the 3 of Cups should be, and everything like this happens for a reason, even though it's wrong. So what I'm going to tell you is that I think threes, I think this is the way things are supposed to come together for you, even if people get offended. You might lose some friends over this. You might burn some bridges, but I think you internally want to do that. I don't know why I just heard that. 2 of Cups comes in here. So there's this hopeful energy that actually you could move forward from this and get over a relationship or get over an issue. Yeah. And it will be worth it for you. But I don't, as far as when, they're telling me 8 months.
Okay. I understand. Yeah. I don't think you really have nothing to lose at this point to do it. And I love that while you were gone, Jeff, I was saying that that this will be cathartic for her and so forth. And then you come on and say that. So yeah. I think that will.
I'm wondering if there's anything about her kids in it. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. Well, of course, her daughter is deceased, so but she does have a grandson.
But all the other ones too.
All the other ones, yeah. Yep. Well, that's going to be income, and yeah, you're right. It will be hard to edit. Yeah. Good luck, Denise. We're on your side, girl. Yep. Your sons aren't in it. Okay.
They aren't in it. Wow. That's hard to do though. Like to keep them out of it. Wow.
I know. Yeah. But
yeah,
it makes sense. Maybe some of your exes. Yeah. That if I was writing it and if I put anything in there that I wanted to say about them, I'd be a little worried. So I get it. Your daughter and her 4 children that were taken by the state, there's drugs, there's sexual abuse. Okay. Yeah. So those are the really difficult things to do. Yeah. We're all on your side, girlfriend. Thank you so much. Okay, Corey Ray. Any big changes? There are big changes at the workplace. You want to stay long term. Okay. Any big changes at workplace? Want to stay long term. Okay. All right. Well, I just pulled some from my insights deck, and I have here that you're making progress, but there could be some changes that are coming. However, they're very slow in coming because look, you got the turtle, and the turtle is it will take a while. So for me, that just says that it's nothing imminent, nothing coming up right now. And if there are changes, they might take their time. It says slow and steady. The next one I got is happiness, the sun. Perfect card. It looks like this is the job for you if you want to stay there. It's got really good energy around it. And then it says you got the apple, which is risk and reward. And of course, in everything we do in our life, there's always a risk. But many times when we're going through that risk, or if we have that risk come to us, we don't realize that sometimes those are rewards for us. They may be something that happens that we have to turn in a different direction. And when it first initially happens, it doesn't seem like a very good thing, but it ends up being a very good thing. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But that's what I got for you.
I saw a couple things here. I'm wondering, did you ever leave a workplace or this workplace because you either got pregnant or you had to take a leave of absence because you were on maternity leave? The reason I bring that up is, or something else is going on too, where they told me it's not so much about the atmosphere and you kind of blend in no matter where you are. The faces may change, but the place stays the same is what I heard. And that kind of bothers you in a way. I got the Empress pregnant with the possibility, but I also got the King of Wands reversed. So I don't know if there's someone in there that got you all hot and bothered, or you met a spouse in a workplace or whatever, or you met somebody who kind of overstepped their boundaries, maybe almost in a non-professional way, if you know what I mean. And I also wonder too if you've ever worked with family in an office environment, because part of the thing with you that strikes me is you're a team player, okay? Because all these cards are about team, family, the lovers. This is about not necessarily a romantic love, but kind of feeling a kinship with the people around you. And you do get sad when you carry and you don't realize it. You don't think that, because you asked this in the question, want to stay long term. The atmosphere does affect you when people come and go. And I think you have to kind of divorce yourself from that and become a little bit more hard-nosed, because I got the Queen of Swords reversed. So there's this sort of need to, in this particular workplace for some reason, I don't know if it's male dominated or what, but to kind of stand up more for what it is that you bring to the table, because they're telling me no one else can do it quite like you can, or that sort of thing. 8 of Cups, which is Saturn in Pisces. So what you're attracting, you have a way of manifesting things that they kind of roll off your shoulder, and that's seen as aloof because you do blend in so well, but that minimizes your worth in a way, and you have a tendency to diminish that. Don't do it. The moon reversed, that came into, which tells me that something's afoot there that you haven't quite figured out why it's going on. A message coming in about either there's something more you want to do within it, is what I'm hearing. But you have to make a decision that you're not going to let there are going to be changes. I'm getting that because the moon is a change. I kind of feel like the external ideas of family and the ideas of having to change yourself with the King of Swords reversed strategically. There are going to be challenges and changes there, but you have to decide really if this is the type of environment you want to be in, is what they're telling me. That's what I got for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right. Are you here, Mel? Hopefully. I don't know if Corey was still here, but hopefully she'll come back and listen. Congratulations, your birthday's coming. It's always exciting to me when it's people's birthday time. So what message do you need to hear? All right. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. And then I have Cheryl and Peace, Please. All right. Thanks, Mel. All right, so first card I get is the Seven of Air, which is actually the Seven of Swords. There's something that is coming into your awareness. They're saying be cautious of something. You don't want to bear any bad consequences of it. So if there's something that somebody is planning on or that you're going to go do, let's say they invited you to a party, be careful while you're driving to it or whatever it is that you're doing. And it's just a message to slow down a bit in order to be cautious. The second is the Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups. It says that you are searching for empowerment and some fulfillment is going to come from that. So every year at our birthdays is like the most powerful time of the year for us because it's our year doesn't always, everybody's year doesn't start January 1st. It starts your birthday. And it's your cycle that you're coming up on. So I'm feeling as though this will improve itself for you once you walk away from from what was and move into the new year. The next card I get is Change Your Story. And this just exactly means that if you're feeling downtrodden or you're feeling like that will never happen to me or I'm not worthy of whatever, change that story because that's not true. You're telling yourself something that's not true. Finally, I get alignment here. And I love this. It almost looks like she has one of those birthday hats on because there's a triangle at the top of her head. And it says, dishonest or truthful. And I think that has to go back to we're always need to be truthful to ourselves. And we are always needing to tell ourselves that we are of value. We're all individuals. We all hold our own value. And so don't be dishonest. Be truthful about what it is that you want and speak your truth.
I got this sensation that you're waiting on something and you're waiting for someone else to come through on it. And it's almost like you wish it were a delicious surprise. Because what I got was Temperance, which I'm hearing in this case is waiting. But I got it's challenged by the Chariot reverse. There's no movement. And the first thing that I heard when I read into this was that you're kind of going with the flow, and you've been going with the flow for so long, but the energy isn't really on your side the way you want it to be. And then this comes out by itself, just fate. But on top of that, you really, really want to subconsciously this year do something. Well, they're telling me it's your year to really stand out, because in the past there's been a delay on something that hasn't come through, and I'm hearing there's someone in the way of that.
Okay.
And And I don't know, because what you're attracting is it's judgment. It's time to cut the cord on something. It's time. That's what they're telling me with this. It's time to cut the cord. And with the Knight of Wands, you'll get that thing you want when you demand it and when you have to ask for it. And you won't feel as bad about asking for something, because with Mercury and Sag, 8 of Wands, it's going to seem like it was a long time coming. But in the hope and fear, this is meant to be now. And only you can make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another energy sort of suck card. Like, it's just kind of like, So what I'm saying is, if you're waiting on this other person or this other thing to come through, don't make it happen for yourself, is what I'm hearing.
Wonderful. Happy birthday to you, Mel. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, Mel, happy birthday.
Yeah. All right. So we have Cheryl. Message from your mom, Doris. Passed away in 2020. Okay. Oh, this is funny. I got the same card I got for Wild Lilac's father. That's interesting. I shuffled these. I have to tell you that I did shuffle these. Okay. So the first card I get is vibration. She's saying her vibration changed once she got to the other side, which is exactly what Wild Lilac's dad did. And she's aware of things that she was never aware of before, and it's illuminated. And now she's saying she has a new vision of things that she might have thought were one way, she understands are now another way. And she's enjoying her time over there. I know it's been 6 years, and that's a long time here, but not over there. She's just enmeshed herself with all kinds of learning over there. And actually, she's leveling up and graduating. I'm wondering if she's thinking about what she wants to do with her in her next life, with her next soul contract. And it could be very possible that she's ready to try to learning something new, so that when she comes back, she'll be able to learn more, because I get live and learn, which is exactly what, I mean, this is what I mean. It's like these people are saying, I like the message that Chuck gave to Lilac. And even though Aley shuffled everything, we're going to give it back. So I feel as though I get really good energy with her. I feel as though she's blossoming, and that she's also enjoying watching her grandchildren and her I don't know if you have great grandchildren, she have grow, and that she also is recognizing your elevation, your vibration, and how you're working on it. And so I think that's what I think that's what she wants you to know.
Did she die of something suddenly, rather invasively? Because what I got was the Page of Wands, which is a message or a delivery about like either burning up feverishly, and I got Strength reversed. It was her time to go, they told me, but I don't think that she was prepared. I feel like she had more to say, more to do. I also feel like she really put effort into reserves, not just with money, but with time. There was also this, I don't know if it was mental illness, but it was definitely deep regret about leaving so quickly. And then I also got, subconsciously, she felt like time had been taken away from her a little bit too soon. But there's something that Aley said that really, in the the present cards really make sense to me, because this sort of observational standpoint from which she's sitting, she's a lot happier in that, watching all of you now, because I think one of the things that she's able to do is she seemed to have a connection not just to one generation, but to, like, I'm hearing like 4 or 5. She can see all of you from the mountain. She also doesn't have to worry about things going wrong anymore. She doesn't have to be the worry wart she once was. In the hermit position, is what I get here with this is, in that external energy, the things that I think family took away from her were the ability to go inward. And I think this was some of the problems that might have afflicted her mentally that she took with her, and or that she couldn't complete in her own life. There was stuff she wanted to do before she sailed off into the sunset. But again, what I get at the end is this reunion. She's all around you. It's weird because Aley said something about observational, but she is still all around you. I think you feel her. I think you feel her presence somehow. Wow. That's what I get for you.
That's wonderful.
But the message is she's with you. She's actually all around you.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah. So Denise was wondering if you're a shadow reader, and then every time he reads on me, he's reading what is behind the question of the emotions. That's really interesting.
That could be.
Yeah.
I think of her, she is the shadow reader, but I pick up more on energy. You're right, Denise, than I actually pick up sometimes on situational stuff. Sometimes I can hit situational stuff pretty well, you know, not tooting my horn or anything. But yes, I would think if you call shadow reading energy reading, then yes, I would say yes.
I mean, there's always good and bad in every situation, isn't there? And so you're able to you balance that fairly well. With what you do. Yeah. So might not have thought of it that way, but that's a wonderful observation, Denise. Thanks. All right. Peace. Does my team have any suggestions on the best way to handle an upcoming but also ongoing situation? Okay. And Shining, we'll do you last tonight when we're done. I gotta watch the Outlander finale tonight. I'm really kind of sad about it all. I don't know if anybody else.
My roommates got me into Pluribus, which is
that's great. Don't you like it?
You have seen it? You have seen it. Yeah, she's
have. Yeah.
Bob hates it. He thinks it's the stupidest thing. She loves it, and I'm loving it too. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually like this.
I know.
So
have you seen Silo as well? Have you seen Silo?
She has. You have the same taste as her.
Okay. My daughter got me into Silo. Yeah.
It must be the Venus that you're ruled by. She's ruled by Venus too, and she's Taurus. So yeah. I'm like, Bob's like, you think it's so stupid. That Pluribus is stupid. It's kind of campy though in parts. It's kind of like a B movie, you know. But I think it's good.
Yeah. Different. Very different. Yeah. All right. So peace. They want you got the Tao of flow, which I love flow. It's like the Tao speaks to things it's a bit cryptic, but at the same time, it admonishes us to let it flow or let it go or let it roll off you. That's kind of what it's saying, because the Tao wants you to have it flow, but also the word flow is like going down a lazy river and knowing that you're safe. You're not going to hit anything or whatever. So let it flow through. And then it says to get back to the body. I don't know if this has anything to do with the situation or not, but I'm feeling as though they might want you to be walking or something, or not being so centered on perhaps the air quality. For instance, like I'm a Libra, so mine is the air. Jeff's a Taurus, so his is the earth. And I'm sorry, he's an Aries, It's
There you
fire.
go.
It's fire, isn't it? Is it fire?
Yeah,
Air?
it's fire.
Yeah. Okay. So, whatever it is that we're doing, then I have transformation. So I like this because there's a realization and a liberation that comes with whatever your situation is. So I'm feeling as though it almost looks like the tower moment, but remembering that when that tower goes down and eradicates what is the problem, you have the opportunity to rebuild from there. So I'm not looking at it as a negative. And they're saying to just make sure you're perceptive as to what it is that you have decided to do. And look, there's the ocean. And what does the ocean do? It flows. I'm getting that flow thing going here more than once. Yes? Okay. Makes sense? Okay. Okay.
Boy, I am getting so much swords energy off you. Oh my God, I've never seen so many swords in a reading. Granted, I don't do readings the Aley does, but I am getting Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini off you. So here's what I'm getting from this. I am getting this. What I heard was anticipation is the root of evil, and what I was hearing was it was like someone left it or took something from you, and you're trying to preclude that from happening, and that's what's in your question there. And what I'm trying to say is that, so the first card that you got was the Ace of Swords, opportunity. Okay. And there's like an arc to the story I'm going to tell you. And then you get the King of Swords reversed. There was a perversion of power, either your power or the power that you felt because air is about ideas. Trademark, copyright, I don't know if this is about patents or things that uniquely are yours, but there was Queen of Swords came in. Okay, this like-minded sort of person who might have been a lawyer or justice. There might have been something you had to pursue for the sake of your own mental health to preserve what's yours. And then what I also got in this was another sword card, Two of Swords reversed, which was telling me that you had no denial, but you also had you weren't in denial about anything, but you had little in the way of expectations because you consciously knew something was going to fall a certain way. And that is also at the root of your question. It's like, what do I do to prevent or create something better next time? You're tired of waiting. You're tired of what you're trying to ask is, when you say an upcoming but an ongoing situation, there's this generality that you know what you're talking about, but we don't. But you want to preclude something from happening. So I get this maternal energy, the Queen of Cups. The last cards are much better. The hope and fear is that this woman or whoever it was that took from you is going to come back in, because you might let them back in. But here you go again. This is about the reclamation, reclaiming what was yours. You can't let them do that. You have to protect yourself. And that's what you fear. You hold on so much because of a deep sort of betrayal. So that they're telling me that you need to protect yourself, but you can't protect yourself by not putting yourself out there, if that makes any sense to you. I don't know what it was you're doing, or yeah.
It was a blind read, but apparently we both have something that we said that made sense. Yeah.
And peace, please tell me, what's with all of the air energy? I've never seen so many swords cards in any reading I've ever done for anybody ever.
Yeah.
Hi, Care Bear.
And that's Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini.
Or Gemini, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let us know if you want. Thank you. All right. Last card for the last pull for the night is for you, Shining Light. Any messages? Don't park too close to a fire hydrant. That's my message. Corny as it is. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hi, Care Bear. How are you doing? Gemini moon, but swords for sure. Ah, okay. Nat, you're still here? I'm so glad. If I said that in front of my children, they're not children, but you know, my 40-year-old, they go, "Oh, Mom." Oh, you're so corny, Mom. Oh. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. All right. Let's see what we get for you, Shining. Gosh, I'm getting similar cards this evening. All right. Oh, they're telling me to pull a sassy card for you at the end, so I'm going to do that. A sassy one. All right. First card I get is the Knight of Earth. And I have organized, responsible, and supportive. That was the card I pulled earlier. But what they're saying is that you have those abilities to be organized, responsible, and very supportive of others. And they're just wanting you to acknowledge that. So even if you don't feel you are, they're saying you really do have those qualities, and that there is always a solution. And that solution can come from introspection. It can come from dreams. It can come from looking outside the box, which sounds really cliche, but I like this idea. There's always a solution to something. And it even could be just to stop thinking about something. That could be a solution. The next card I get is, I don't know if you're bored or curious at this point. Maybe you're fluctuating between being bored and being curious, but the curiosity can come from thinking about some of the things that I had just mentioned. And then the sassy card I get for you here is the Nine of Cups, and I get self-love, a state of mind, and a fun hobby. Reflect on what makes you truly content and seek more of it. So I'm feeling as though you need to love yourself more. You need to put yourself first. Yeah, you need to put yourself first. And you need to recognize that you do have the qualities that you don't think you have, and love yourself more. So there you go. You wish you were bored. So that's where the self-care comes in. If you aren't bored in some way, you know what I mean? And boredom can come from just relaxing. But, you know, that's telling me definitely you need more self-care. Yeah.
When I read on you, Shining Love, Light, Truth, everything was spinning and your life force is being sucked right out of you. Ten of Swords reversed. I don't know if there was a health crisis you had. Five of Swords reversed is just kind of like giving up the fight altogether, totally burnt out. Judgment, you're very hard, like Aley said, or as Aley said, you're too hard on yourself. That's what that's about. And I almost feel like it impacts you because swords are mental. If you have some sort of mental, or if you have a mental health issue, as I do, these things, it's easier said than done, but the chronic sort of feelings don't go anywhere simply because we want them to. We have to actively always be doing something. And I kind of feel like you're in that position when you told Aley that you need to be doing something, or not need, but you're always busy. It's because you can't be with your thoughts for too long. I don't think it's good for you. I think that as opposed to sitting, this can be about psychic experiences. I fear that you have dreams about either something in your family that took place and you're fearful it's going to happen to you, or there's something congenital that was passed down that you fear might happen to you too. There's the Hermit reversed, so you're kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, going like, when. I don't know if you ever have been through a flood or lost a home or anything like that, but I feel like you've had to move a lot for survival. What they're telling me is, if you've ever had a problem with someone around you that had a prostate issue or anything with the health down by the stomach, you're afraid of something like that happening potentially. But really, more than anything, the hope and fear is that you'll never get out from under it, that you'll never be able to celebrate again. But I'm here to tell you that I'm not necessarily certain that has to be your fate, because it seems to me that family around you, if you were opening up to them more, actually could be of some help to you, because this stuff runs in it that I'm hearing, but I don't know what this means. But the 10 of coins means that there's something generational that is going on here that I don't think a lot of your family is willing to discuss. That's what I got.
Wow. Well, she's had vampire energy from her grandson and her daughter this last week, and she's been busy, and that's where she'd like to be bored. So yeah, you got to take some time out. You got to take some time. It's okay. You're helping your daughter and grandson and so on, but you got to say, you know what? I think I'm going to go get my nails done. Something for yourself. Yeah.
You've got to. It's hard though nowadays when we're so attached to the news too and all that garbage.
Very true. Yeah, that doesn't help things very much. Peace is giving us some feedback here. Saint Germain don't play. Speaking of swords, and it's beautiful. Michael too. Of course, we were talking about how beautiful the swords are yesterday. Funny swords today. Now I'll have to watch again. Thank you for the feedback, Peace. Yeah, very nice. Oh, okay. I hear you. I couldn't do it either. Honestly, my husband's family is like just crazy. And when they come to visit, I'm exhausted because I'm used to very peaceful life. So I totally get you. Yeah. Love you too, Nat. Take care, honey. Yeah.
Hi, Andrew.
Yeah. Andrew's here. Thank you so much, everybody.
You're welcome. Oh, all of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm chopped liver. No.
And thank you, Jeff. Always thank Jeff. Yeah.
Always, you guys. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. We just love it. So thanks for
being
with
subscribe. Go buy my books. Donate to Aley. Donate to me. Grift.
The problem is we don't have that grift energy.
Everyone in this country needs a grift energy, man.
I think apparently
from the highest places.
I guess so. Yeah. Anyway, well, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. In the meantime, check on any shows in between that time. And thank you, Jeff. Everybody have a great weekend.
The weather out here is nice tonight. I heard Bill ask that earlier. I don't know if he's still in here.
Yeah.
I thought he's certain now.
Awesome. Yeah.
Night, everybody. Night, Care Bear.